Hello, everybody. We are back with another video. Today is another 2028 presidential election prediction. One of my favorite things to do is make hypothetical presidential election predictions. We're right now in kind of a no man's zone, no man's area with no man's land is the word actually with elections. The midterms are about in a year and a few months. So let's do another 2028 election prediction. We have AOC, and a lot of people may be watching this video saying there is no chance AOC has to win the Democrat nominee for president. I would not count her out. I think she would be a formidable candidate in the primary, especially. Um, she does have charisma. Um, she just had a big political win. Her endorsed candidate for mayor of New York City, Zohan Mamdani, I think is his name, and has won the primary in New York City. He may not be mayor. Who knows? Maybe Eric Adams will win. Maybe Curtis Lewa. Maybe Andrew Cuomo. But certainly the Democrat primary nominee, her pick won that race. And, she is in a position where she's been in Congress since 2019. I would say that she's grown as a politician. She's gotten better at it. When she first got into office, I think she was 29. She was very young, very inexperienced. She's definitely grown, become more confident. I think that's helped her a lot. And she is personable. She has charisma. I don't know if she has the level of intelligence of somebody like a J.D. Vance, and that may not suit her well in this race. But she does have the personability, the charisma to possibly win the Democrat primary. And of course, J.D. Vance, incumbent vice president of the United States. Trump can't run for re-election unless the Constitution is changed, so he is in a very good position to be the nominee. Let's start off with safe Vance states. Now, while I think AOC would have a better chance at winning a primary than she would at winning a general election, I do think Vance would win Texas by a safe margin. I think he'd win Ohio and Iowa by safe margins, as well as Maine's second congressional district, getting him to 185 electoral votes. Sorry, 189, include West Virginia in that. AOC, I just does not have this appeal in especially the Rust Belt area, the Midwest. If you count Ohio, I don't really, I guess, but back in the day they did. So I do think she'd struggle with that, but I do think Colorado, safe state, historically been toss up to now lean / likely. Maine first, home state of New York, of course, Vermont, another very liberal area. A lot of these northeastern states leave New Jersey out of it because Kamala Harris didn't win New Jersey by quite much, actually, only by 6 points. Now, I don't know what sort of role Vance would do here, but, we'll put it out of there for now. Oh, and the state of Illinois, getting AOC to 174 electoral votes. Let's get into our likely Vance states. This would be the state of Florida. This would really be the only likely Vance state I see, but Florida has become, sorry, I forgot DC for AOC. Florida has become really the only, or one of the states that has shifted significantly in favor of Republicans. Voter registration in Florida, Republicans now dominate. Trump won by double digits there. So did DeSantis. So did Marco Rubio in a Senate race years ago. It's become a Republican state, and I think AOC would struggle a lot there. Now let's get into our AOC likely states. This would be New Mexico. I do think she'd do pretty well in the Northeast. She'd win New Hampshire by a likely margin. She'd win Maine at large by a likely margin. New Jersey by a likely margin. I think suburban women in Virginia would struggle a little bit with voting for her. I'll leave Virginia out of it, but I do actually think she'd win Nebraska second, even though it's a suburban area, by a likely margin. Heading into lean Vance states, this is going to be the state of Georgia, the state of Arizona, and the state of Nevada. A lot of these states have swung because of Hispanic support. I don't think with AOC on the ticket that really will help shift those changes, those trends in favor of Hispanics towards Republicans. Democrats right now have a problem with minorities, with losing minorities, especially Hispanics, and even African Americans, even black people have been struggling with. Let's get into our lean AOC states. The state of Minnesota, the state of Virginia. These are going to be the only lean AOC states, getting her to 226 electoral votes. I'm actually going to give AOC the state of North Carolina by a tilt margin. North Carolina, I think, very actually could swing back in favor of Democrats in 2028. It's been going Republican since Mitt Romney in 2012, but it has fluctuated a bit. There is now a Democrat person who just won the governorship there statewide. They're doing well. And there's a competitive Senate race in 2026. We'll see how that goes, and that'll play a bigger determination in how 2028 goes for Vance. But I do see Vance right now against AOC sweeping the Rust Belt. I'll give it to him by a tilt margin, but it could go by a lean margin. Definitely not likely at this point in time. But that means Vance is elected president, 296 electoral votes to 242 for AOC. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this election prediction. What do you agree with? What would you change? And do you think that this is a scenario that could happen in 4 years from now? Thank you for watching and have a great day. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much.